Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm going to try and make this video really quick. This is my wax empties, but my battery on my phone is almost dead. So, and my charger's in my room, and yeah, so I'm just going to try and see if I can get this filmed really quickly. So anyhow, I finished, I'm trying to get through older wax too. So this is a loaf from Tiffany Candles. As you can see, the date written on there is November 29th. This is actually from last year. And this is a loaf in pink sugar with plumberry spice overpour. Oh my gosh, this was so fantastic. I didn't have too much of this left, but the plumberry spice actually has like a pine or balsam spruce, whatever you want to call it. I think it's more of like a spruce type scent to it. And I got this last year and I melted most of it, but then once I kind of got out of the Christmas winter season, I didn't really want to melt it again. That's something that is very seasonal for me. So I had a little bit left in this, and so I just threw it in all my warmers actually tonight, and it smells fantastic. Like excellent throw still. Smells delicious. So it's over a year old, and that has lasted really a long time. I also had another loaf from Tiffany Candles. This one I actually had chunked up and stuck in a bag, and the date on there, if you can see, is 12/16. It looks almost like a 6/16, but I assure you that is actually a 12/16, meaning December 16th, and that's from last year. This was in Winter Dreams Mrs. Frost Vanilla Bean Noel. So Winter Dreams, as I mentioned before, is the cinnamon, is it cinnamon, mulberry, and let's see. I'm going to just double check. Yes, cinnamon, clove, and mulberry with hints of pine. Mrs. Frost is cinnamon with hints of candy cane. So, oh, there's a train going by and my window is open, so sorry if you hear that. But overall, when I melted this one, it had excellent throw. Again, I only had a little bit left, so I divided it up again amongst all my warmers. It basically just smelled like a nice, sweet, candied cinnamon with kind of like a creamy vanilla bean Noel. That's pretty much what it smelled like. I didn't really pick up the pine from the Winter Dreams, but it did smell fantastic. Just very warm and comforting, great for this time of year. Although here in Southern California, it's been warm the last few days. From Sassy Girl Aroma, I finished a bag. This was 9 of the lattice pie shapes. It was either lattice pies or the grubby pies. I don't remember now. I think it was lattice pies and honeydew cotton candy. I love, absolutely love her honeydew cotton candy. I did share some of this with my sister, as well as this loaf here that I just talked about. And I have 3 bags of her chunks in this scent now. But I absolutely love it from her. It is a fantastic scent, and as you guys know, I just love honeydew cotton candy pretty much from almost every vendor, but this one is my favorite. I also finished a bag of, I think this one was the grubby pies in Sweet Lavender Fuji Apple. This is a fantastic lavender because the sweet lavender is actually an herbal lavender, and the Fuji Apple just adds this fresh sweetness to it. Oh my goodness, it's fantastic. So phenomenal scent, and I have 3 bags of chunks in this blend as well. From Streetman Candle Company, I finished a 1 ounce scent shot in lemon crumb cake. This was really nice. This is like a kind of a sweetened, it's like a fresh lemon with sugar, like a fresh lemon sugar with like a bakery note. That is really, really good. And I'm sorry if there's a lot of like shadow going on. I'm filming this late and the lighting is kind of awkward. I also melted from Rainbow Melts this Let It Snow, which is snow taffy, peppermint swizzle sticks, and frosted white cake. This was really good. I melted it in my light bulb warmer at my office, and it was kind of a light scent overall. Like, I didn't pick up much. It's very, very, very light. So I wish that one was stronger. That's all I can say about that one. I also melted, this was 2 Little Ghosts in Monster Munch. This is caramel corn, toasted marshmallow, salty pretzel. This was really good, but I kind of got sick of it after a while because it was a pretty heavy caramel scent. So after a while, it was just too much for me, and I ended up turning it off. I think I left it on for maybe like 3 hours. It was still throwing, but I just, with really sweet, heavy caramels, I can only handle them for so long. So it threw really well and it smelled good. I couldn't do it anymore. And that one what I had done too is the two ghosts, I actually put them in two different warmers in my living room. So maybe I put too much. Maybe I should have just done one. But I don't know. Here was a sample I got from her in Snow Angel. This is Strawberry Peppermint Cotton Candy. This I melted in my 25-watt light bulb warmer at my office. This was really, really good. It was just a nice sweet strawberry with a little bit of that peppermint. So it was good. It was not overpowering on the peppermint. Actually, probably a little bit heavier on the strawberry. But I really enjoyed it. From A Life Deliberate Soap Company. This is actually, it's hard to read that right now, but this is from an order I placed actually to for some of her Bath & Body products, and she gave me a wax sample. This was a Melon Mist. It basically just smelled like a honeydew, like a sweet honeydew scent. It had really good performance. It was like a big egg shape, and I think I cut it into like thirds and melted it 3 separate times, and it threw well. It was a great scent. I have not placed another order with that company, and she does mostly Bath & Body Works products, but I would probably try more of her wax if I had a chance. As I mentioned, I'm trying to get through my older wax. This was a clamshell from the Bathing Garden in Pumpkin Crunch Cake. This is actually from December last year. This was my first order that I ever placed from the Bathing Garden. And by the time I got this and it had cured, it was kind of past the point in the year that I actually wanted to melt a pumpkin scent, so it's just been sitting around. I did rebag it because I went through a phase of where I was stressed about my clamshells from her losing their scent, so I had rebagged it. But I melted this just recently now, the whole clamshell. I did 3 cubes at a time. It was nice. It was just like a nice cinnamon kind of pumpkin scent. It had decent throw, and I'm finding that my very first order from her is what had the best throw, and things that I placed, you know, orders that I placed like at the beginning of this year are the ones that haven't been performing as well for me. This was a sample from Candles from the Keeping Room in Strawberry Jam. This was good, but it was a very sweet strawberry. I prefer her Fresh Pick Strawberry by far. It was good, but it was just very sweet. But it lasted a long time. I melted it for like 2 days straight at my office. From Sniff My Tarts, this was just a little pie shape in Butter Brickle. I actually had it from last year in a mystery box I got, and I melted this. I do not care for Butter Brickle on its own. It just had a weird, it was very strong, it threw well and lasted a long time, but I ended up dumping it out just because there was a scent to it I just did not like on its own. For some reason, it reminded me of black licorice. I do not know why. I do not know if anise is in the scent description or not, but I just didn't like it. From Candles from the Keeping Room, I melted a sample in Cranberry Orange Scones. This was actually back from like the springtime because it was the little bunny shape. This is a fantastic scent, but I mostly just picked up like a fresh orange scent from this. I didn't really get the cranberry or even the bakery of the scones, but it was really good. From Haley's Heavenly Scents, I melted a Scent Shot and Pink Ice Cream Scoop Dough Bread. This is Pink Sugar Ice Cream Scoop Dough Bread. This is good. This was back from January. I melted it, I cut it in half and melted it twice in my 20-watt Glade warmer, and it performed well. It's basically just kind of like a sweet bakery pink sugar, but it was more pink sugar than anything else, but I enjoyed it. She has a great pink sugar scent, so I enjoyed that. From Super Tarts, this was a clamshell in Herschel's Farm, and this scent was fantastic. This is, if I can remember it, it has strawberry, orange, watermelon, and honeydew, I believe. And on cold, I picked up more of kind of the strawberry orange scent. And then when I melted it, it kind of went through different phases in the melting process. When I first started melting it, again, I picked up more of the bright freshness of the strawberry orange. But then as it like kind of continued to heat up, I got more of like the sweet honeydew and sweet watermelon. But this is a fantastic blend. This is definitely one that I would purchase again. I melted it in various warmers. And like when I was at the office, I would literally just melt 1 cube at a time because it was so strong. Here at home, I think I melted, there was maybe one time I melted 2 cubes in my 20-watt Glade, and then I finished it off. I had just 1 cube left that I put in my bathroom, and it had excellent throw. So Super Tarts is super, super strong. Like, her stuff is just amazing. And she puts a ton of oils, because I can tell this was, I didn't have a date on it, but when was this restock? Like August-ish, July, August. And so it's not old, but the clamshells are already getting soft from the oils. So her stuff just has a lot of oil in it, and it throws fantastic. From Vintage Chic Scents, this was a big leaf in Autumn in Salem. And this is Pumpkin Cinnamon Sugar Donut, which that's exactly what it smells like. It smells like a nice bakery, cinnamony pumpkin donut scent. It's fantastic. So it threw well. I think what I did is I cut it in half and melted it in 2 warmers in my living room. One was a 25-watt light bulb. The other was a 24-watt hot plate. And it just filled up the room. From Rose Girls, this was one of their chunky cookie thingies. I don't know what it's called, but it's one of those like round, kind of chunky looking things. In Blueberry Hill. And Blueberry Hill is a blend of blueberry and frankenberry. And blueberry is blueberry and strawberry. And this is good. I've liked it, but it's not real strong. When I melted it, I could smell it, but it just wasn't a very strong scent. It just smelled like kind of a sweet, creamy, overall fruity scent. I wish it was a little bit stronger, though. This, I finished a 4-pack of Lattice Pies from Sassy Girl Aroma and Berry Cream Parfait. I could not find the scent description for this one, but overall, I feel like this was just a very heavy, creamy berry scent. It threw really well. It lasted a long time, but I actually was not a big fan of this scent. It was just a little bit, I think, too heavy on like the berry and the cream. I don't know. It wasn't bad. It wasn't my favorite, and I probably wouldn't purchase it again, although it performed well. So, but if you like kind of that heavy berry creamy scent, you would probably like it. This is from Haley's Heavenly Scents. This is actually a sample I just got in my order that I hauled, like a week or so ago. This is Candy Cane Claws. I don't know what the scent description is for the claws part, but it basically just smells like candy cane and sugar cookie, which is fantastic. So just a nice sweet bakery candy cane. I love it. I love mint and sugar cookie scents together. From 10 Digit Creations, I finished a 2-pack in Birds of Paradise. This is a fantastic scent. This is actually the first time I've tried Birds of Paradise. I know lots of vendors carry it. In case you don't know the scent description, it's sweet strawberries, pomegranate, vanilla, and coconut milk with subtle notes of rose and jasmine. Now, I don't really get a floral note in this at all. It just is a beautiful, like, tropical, fruity scent. But it's a beautiful scent. This is definitely something I'd repurchase from them, or from any vendor. And I guess the floral notes kind of just help make it pretty, if that makes any sense. But it's not florally, it's not perfumey. It's a beautiful, beautiful scent. I don't know. I need to get more of that for sure. From Tiffany Candles, I finished a 3-pack in Hocus Pocus. This was back from January, and this is Caramel Apple Candy Corn. This is just a fantastic scent for this time of year. You get that nice sweet caramel apple with the candy corn, which just kind of adds more of a sweetness to it. I melted this 3 different times in my 24-watt hot plate, and it threw well all 3 times, even though, you know, it is from January. But her fluted tarts are all paraffin, so they last a long time for me. From Tiffany Candles, I also melted 4 chunklets in Vanilla Bean Noel with sugared cronut overpour. The sugared cronut basically just smells like a sugared donut to me. And so the Vanilla Bean Noel is just, so it's just a creamy, sweet sugar donut. And I got these 4 chunklets because in a D-stash, the D-stashes that I bought from Kirby that I gave to my mom and sister, there was a bag of this, and I took out 4 chunks so I could try because I was like, ooh, that sounds good. And it was fantastic. Such a creamy, delicious bakery scent. I absolutely loved it. So that is definitely a blend I would get again if she ever listed it on her site. And then last, let's see, this was a sample I got from Super Tarts. It was just a little cookie shape, like those little sugar cookie shapes, and pink sugar cookie back from February, which for being paraffin wax, it's not that old, but I got absolutely no throw from this. I could barely even smell it in the bag, and the bag is kind of soft. Like, this is crunchy. This one is not. It's softer, so I don't know if the bag is not the right kind or what, because I was surprised. I just didn't get anything out of it, and I don't know if it's the age. I wouldn't expect it to be the age because I have stuff that's a lot older that throws amazingly well. That probably is, yeah, and I have other wax from her from this order that's just this old that still throws, you know, so I'm wondering if the bag was just not the right bag. I don't know. But anyhow, so that's all my empties. So I tried to keep it somewhat shorter this time and tried to do this a lot quicker so that my video wouldn't be like a half hour. Anyhow, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll probably be getting orders over the next couple weeks, so I'm sure I'll have more haul videos as well as wax empty videos to share with you. Thanks for watching. Bye.